Welcome to Robinson Gymnasium in Herculaneum, Missouri, home of the Herculaneum Black Cats. Tonight we have our second game of the Missouri State District Champion Class 3 District 3. Our matchup tonight is the St. Pius Lancers and the Steelville Cardinals. Winner take all here, moving on to the sectionals next week on Wednesday at 7:30 out at Missouri S&T. If you weren't watching the game before, Grandview drops to Steelville 46-28. Wanted to make sure I got that right. We have more schedules coming in also, or more scores coming in. Class 2, District 4, the Crystal City Hornets win 38-35 over by Burnham. And we also have the Licking Lady Wildcats defeated St. James Lady Tigers 53-35. So the Steelville Cardinals, Lady Cardinals, will be playing the Licking Lady Wildcats. That'll be 6 o'clock Wednesday out at Missouri S&T for the Class 3 sectionals. So those are our updates as we speak here. Ray Halbrook, Matt Schutte with us,
and a special guest.
We do have a special guest. So let me get to my camera. Here it is. We got
Jordan
is. Duncan from the Herculaneum Black Cats. How you doing, Jordan?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. So we wanted to do something kind of fun and easy, and started this one off. Oh, and we're already yellow again. I don't understand why I go yellow.
Oh,
last game was perfect. So we're
gonna fight through it.
Yeah, we're gonna try to fight through it a little bit. If we don't go green here, I will start a new stream. You pop out of here and refresh your page, and we'll go back to a new stream here. So, but we are aware of a little bit of a technical issue here. It is extremely packed, and so Jordan's with us here, and let me throw this up here to make you all official. As a senior here, there's Jordan.
He
Duncan
does
from the
have. No, you gotta slide him over.
That's okay. We can do that. Let me do that real quick.
Watch this.
There it goes. Boom, boom, boom.
They have the internet on computers these days. That is outstanding.
How about that?
Look at that. Official.
How about that? Let me see if I can get us in at the same time. Ooh, I can get myself. No, I can't get myself in.
When he signs his first 4-year deal with the Cardinals,
there you go.
Do you think he'll remember the little people like us?
Absolutely right.
That's what we're hoping for.
Right.
So Jordan, your team played against Steelville just a couple nights ago. You're obviously familiar with St. Pius X. What are you looking for tonight out of this game?
I'm looking for St. Pius to definitely handle Steelville's pressure for one, and then they also got a rebound and control number 24, which is Steelville's best player.
Right, that's Tanner Diaz, one of the many seniors they're going to be trotting out there. What did Steelville throw at you guys the other night?
They threw a lot of things at us actually, and they mainly ran man against us, but they full court pressed us. They ran I think it was a 1-3-1 at times, and then they also full court manned us, so they switched it up a lot.
It's been a very successful team. You guys ran into St. Pius last year, ran into them twice last year. They got you in districts, but you had them here as well. That was the game. Not always the most pleasant memories for Riley Nager to come back here after last year when he broke his wrist following a dunk. So you know St. Pius, you know all these guys pretty well playing here in the county. Who's the key? If you had to pick out a key player for the Lancers, who would that be?
Well, actually, there are going to be two of them. Riley has to be big down in the paint and make everything that he can get down there, and then Caden has to handle the ball up top.
So Caden Cook, one of the better point guards in the county, adept at handling pressure, comfortable in a fast or a slower environment. Who do you think, let's put you in Coach Miller's shoes. Let's say you're coaching the Lancers right now. You mentioned Diaz being really the bell cow for Steelville. Who would you put on him defensively?
Cade. Definitely Cade.
So we might want to look for that sort of matchup, Ray Halbrook. Do we have a prognosticator on our hands here?
Yeah, Cade probably has one of the fastest hands in the county, so I'd definitely put him on there. And then we're also, you got to have Josh Rubel attacking the boards on offense. That'll help him a lot, too.
Rubel a little dinged up after the other night. We'll see what kind of pressure, what he's going to give to us. One quick question for you, Jordan. Your basketball career comes to an end, 1,000-point scorer, and what are the plans for next year?
I'm going to go play out at Jeffco for baseball.
Outstanding. So we're going to take a break right now, I believe, Ray Halbrook. So, Jordan Duncan, thank you very much for joining us.
In, man. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
We'll catch you for baseball.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Jordan Duncan from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Thanks, man.
We'll be right back.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Established in 2007 and now under a new remodel, Studio 7 is a full-service salon providing services for your hair, skin, and nails with the friendliest staff in town. Mention this ad for 50% off services from Alicia, Lindsay, Peyton, Tiffany, or Hope. A big shout out from owners and St. Pius alumni Dion and Todd to Caden, Riley, Josh, Nate, Michael, and Eli. Go Lancers! Contact Studio 7 for an appointment today at 636-931-9300. Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers. Come visit Bass River Resort for some fun down in the country. Canoeing, rafting, riverfront camping, lodging, horseback riding, hiking and biking trails. Go Cardinals from Bass's River Resort. Give them a call at 1-800-392-3700 or on the web at www.bassresort.com. Hudson Funeral Home is your hometown compassionate friend in time of need. The Hudson family alumni have been cheering on the Cardinals for over 78 years and are proud of their teams and coaches for their outstanding performance. Go Cards! Check them out at Steelville at 573-775-2911 or in Cuba at 573-885-4747. Brian Waits at Waits Financial Services, your safe money guy for your retirement dollars. Planning on retiring or already retired? Give Brian a call at Waits Financial Services at 314-374-6713 or bwaits at woodburyfinancial.net. Waits Financial Services, bringing a team approach to help your business and family needs for over 28 years. As your local farmer's agent in Crystal City, Missouri, Caleb Nose helps customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance. Caleb has the knowledge and experience to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business, life insurance, and more. Give the Caleb Nose Agency a call at 636-933-6333 and he'll be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Today's event is brought to you in part by Blue Tiger Media. Whether it's trivia nights, MC duties, DJ services, or commercial voice work, Blue Tiger Media has you covered. Call Jeff Widener today at 314-852-1433 or visit us on Facebook. Blue Tiger Media. You supply the power. We supply the fun.
Yeah, Rand, I'll say real quick, I really admire what you guys do with this. I think everybody who's ever tuned into one of these, whether it's a Legion game, whether it's a high school baseball game, with basketball, football, whatever it is, I've heard nothing but tremendous feedback about Livestream STL and what you guys do and the quality of production, things like that. I would really encourage anybody who's involved in athletics throughout the county, or really anywhere in the metro area, anybody who's interested in sponsoring activities to get on board and get involved with this. I think it's added a ton to what we do here. It's added a ton to the program. You guys are a class act. You're committed to doing things the right way, and we really appreciate that.
This live stream STL has been a huge asset for Jefferson County sports, in my opinion. I mean, getting these athletes the camaraderie that they're out there and people can see them. I mean, to be honest with you, I got a call from a coach yesterday about one of my athletes that said that they saw some of her games on live stream STL.
Awesome.
So, I mean, that right there instilled to me that this is important. This is important for those kids. And so, I think it's great, and I wish you guys the best. And if you're out there and you want to sponsor, this is a great opportunity for kids to support kids of our local kids and get them support and get them acknowledgement out there, because we have a lot of great athletes in this county.
We appreciate that. And at the end of the day, our mission is much the same as your missions, coaches, to help shine a light on these kids. And get them exposure and get their name out there and help them. And if they can advance, they're better off, we're better off as a community, and that's why we're here.
We are underway, 10 seconds into the contest, and it is St. Pius X. It is Steelville, District 3, Class 3 championship on the line. Matt Schutte, Ray Halbrook, and a new guest, Mr. Riley Blair, Coach Riley Blair joining us. Nate Rubel can't get it to fall. Riley Nager tipped it away. Ball stays with St. Pius. Riley Blair, how are you? Oh, now he's doing well. We've got his headset on.
There
Riley
we go.
Blair,
Sorry
how
about
you
that.
doing?
Well, thank you. Thank you.
We have a packed gymnasium here at Herculaneum High School. Eli Boyer finds Nate. Caden Cook tries an early three. Front iron, no good. Mike Bollinger can't get the putback to fall. Riley Nager can. First blood drawn by the Lancers, 2-0, 50 seconds into the contest.
Offensive rebounding was key there in that possession.
That was
three
gorgeous.
offensive rebounds.
Looks like early on Pius is going to attack the offensive glass, Coach Blair.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a key thing tonight, too.
And Steelville not able to get a bucket there, but they are going to go to the line. Chase Cottrell, and I've been taking some pronunciation lessons from Ray Halbrook here in the pregame. Chase Cottrell, the junior, hits his first free throw. Halves the lead, minute into the contest.
We have our extra booster of sound for our headsets all the way up. And we're still having a hard time hearing.
2-2, packed gymnasium here at Herculaneum High School. Steelville, they've emptied a sizable portion of the town, I'd imagine, to get here.
I'd say the whole town's probably here.
Oh, yeah.
Caden Cook coaxes a foul out of the senior Riley Maybe, bringing the ball up the floor.
We got some updates. If you joined us late here, Lady Wildcats defeat the St. James Tigers 53-35.
Mental error. Riley Nager and Caden Cook there. Little half-line miscue. Early jitters, maybe.
Yep.
Minute, 10 seconds in. Riley, what has to happen here for both teams?
I think the thing is to control the composure early. I think that's going to be a key. I mean, both these teams, have got an opportunity here to do some good things. And, I think the most important thing here for Pius is to control the early tempo. Don't keep them off the glass and keep them from penetrating here.
Eli Boyer fighting for the rebound along with Josh Ernie, tied up, and that's going to be ball to St. Pius X. One and done for the Cardinals there. Senior-laden teams on both sides. Pius in their navy and gold. Steelville in the white. Cook, as the ball poked away, gets away. Where's the matchup to exploit if you're the Lancers? What are you going to try to do if you're Steelville? Right now you're going to commit a foul, and that's Chase Cottrell picks one up. You can guess what the Steelville fans think about that from the noise over to our left. Majority of the fans over on to our right from the broadcast station are with Pius. Nager gets that one to fall beautifully and simply designed inbound play, works to perfection. He's got his first, and he's got his second, rather, 4-2, St. Pius.
Yeah, that's going to be a key thing. I think Riley Nager's got to touch the ball a lot in this first half here, just to kind of control the inside game and really get to the basket.
Big night for the senior. Drury Siney the other night, 25 points, but he commits the foul here. The drive, Cottrell, who looks to be active early, coaxes a foul out of the senior Nager, and Cottrell goes back to the line. He made 2 of 2 the last time up.
That's one thing, you can't get in foul trouble here early. You got to stay composed and play good defense in the half court.
That happened to Nager in the win over Cuba in the opening round. Cottrell with the first. Cook also into foul trouble against Cuba in that first game. Boyer stepped up with 16 points to help the Lancers pull away. No good on the second. Nager tracks it down. Bollinger loses the handle and almost forced out of bounds. Isn't, and here comes Cook. Cook finds the three-point dangerous shooter, Boyer, but he kicks it back out. Nager going to draw a lot of attention in the half-court defense. Boyer should. Boyer lets loose. Back iron, no good. Offensive glass again for St. Pius. Theme warning. Rubel can't get it to fall. Riley Nager hits the floor. Everybody's got bodies flying. Here come the Cardinals. Step here is good, and it's 5-3. Tanner Diaz gets his first bucket. He's going to find himself getting plenty of chances as the game goes on. He's as dangerous as they come for the Cardinals.
Nice little composure here to Pius. He had a good possession here.
Yep.
Don't try to force stuff. Just try to set it up and get a good look. Oh, nice
Boyer, they find him underneath. Nager, as the enabler, finds the cutting Boyer. Easy put in, and 6-5 St. Pius. Kick out three up is back iron and no good. That was Caden Norris lining it up. Cook drives end to end. They're going to say he drew up. They're going to say there was a charge. And early on, the key matchup looks to be Cook and maybe the senior guards going right at each other. And Riley Blair, it looks like the game plan from St. Pius, at least part of it is, try to get Cook to utilize his speed and experience against his counterpart over there with Steelville.
You know, I think that's going to be a key point of this game, too. Is who handles the ball better on the offensive end and with the point guard position. But, you know, Caden did a good job there attacking the basket. Maybe it kind of got, you know, that called the all on the lower in the shoulder, get to the basket. But, you know, I think he's going to have to do that.
Riley maybe with his first bucket, and the seesaw lead goes back to the Cardinals. On defense, Cook is drawing the dangerous Diaz. Nager drives, Drager, and they're going to say there's a block. Nager gets the bucket, gets the foul. Josh Ernie is the one who committed the foul. I agree with the call, Riley Blair. He wasn't quite set.
He was definitely moving into the spot there. I think that was a great call.
You could see him kind of turn into that, trying to draw the charge. Didn't get it. Nager gets the bucket.
Got a very veteran crew here in officiating tonight. I think all three of these guys are very good officials and have control of the game here early.
Nager has 7, Pius has 9, and a 2-point advantage. Cook pressure in the basketball in the backcourt. Broken by Steelville.
Little token pressure there just by Coach Miller and the Pius Lancers there. So trying to slow them down a little bit.
They try an underneath handoff, and it's turned back over by St. Pius, and the beneficiary is Ernie. The senior gets his first deuce of the night. 9-9. Nager active early. Caden Cook for three. Caden Cook gets out. Hit both sides of the rim. Couldn't get down. Back come the Cardinals. Diaz. Dipsy-do and can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound. Does get this one to fall. That's in again. That's a pair of buckets for him.
If you're St. Pius there on the defensive end, you cannot give them more than one opportunity to look at the basket.
No.
That's the key point right there.
11-9 in favor of the Cardinals.
Being very
Eli
composed
Boyer, elbow shot, no. Cleared out. And then Nager gets in, goes for it. As I said, the ball's out of bounds on St. Pius. Ball goes to Steelville. And we have got ourselves a contest here. To the surprise of few veteran observers of the Lancers for this year, Coach Miller working the officials just a little bit here early. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. 11-9. Steelville. Diaz dishes, drives, then dishes. It results in a tied-up ball, and the possession stays with the Cardinals.
Two different coaching styles here on the sidelines tonight in this game.
Calm and otherwise.
Yes, I agree with that statement.
Caden Cook tasked with dealing with Tanner Diaz on the defensive end for the Lancers. Chase Cottrell took a shot trying to get around Riley Nager, couldn't do it, kicked out. Eventually a three-point shot goes wanting for the Cardinals, and here comes St. Pius X. Bollinger out on the wing. Caden Cook dribbles into some traffic, finds his way out, and except it's stolen away. Ernie almost traveled, didn't. And here come the Cardinals.
11-9 ball game here with 1:30 left in the first quarter.
90 seconds to go, and it's been everything we expected it to be so far. We're going to stop blinding ourselves with the lights. There's no blindness there. Big shot right there. That is number 10, Mason Lorraine. Big three-pointer, and that extends it to a 14-9 advantage. Pius down 5, minute to go here in the first. Bollinger scored on the layup, but was guilty of traveling beforehand. Pius down 5, minute to go, just under a minute to go here in the first. Steelville looking to go for the last shot here.
There's going to be a few runs in this game here. I think that's going to be who has the last run. I think it's going to come down to the game.
Will we see any of Josh Rubel in this contest? The senior, 3-year starter really for St. Pius X. Nicked up a little bit in the win over Herculaneum just a couple days ago. 17 seconds to go now. Pressure getting increased by the Lancers. You figure Diaz to have an opportunity, maybe not now with 7, 6, 5, 4. Take Cottrell, take bucket Cottrell. And at the end of the first quarter, 16-9, momentum in the hands of Steelville. We'll be back to talk about it. You're watching a live stream, STL.
Established in 2007 and now under a new remodel, Studio 7 is a full-service salon providing services for your hair, skin, and nails with the friendliest staff in town. Mention this ad for 50% off services from Alicia, Lindsay, Peyton, Tiffany, or Hope. A big shout out from owners and St. Pius alumni Dion and Todd to Caden, Riley, Josh, Nate, Michael, and Eli. Go Lancers! Contact Studio 7 for an appointment today at 636-931-9300.
And we are back here at Herculaneum High School, Region 3, Class 3 District Championship. Matt Schutte, Riley Blair, Ray Halbrook bringing to you on the airwaves here at Livestream STL. Coach Blair, what do you think?
You know, that first quarter there, a lot of momentum goes the Steelville way, but you also got to think that Pius is a little, out in the ruble there on the side in the first quarter, and it'll be interesting to see if we see him at any stretch in this game, but having to make some adjustments here one day in. But I think, Pius is very composed in the offensive end. I think that's going to be the thing. He's just got to stop the dribble penetration on the defensive end, though.
Pius ball to start the second quarter, down 7. But with the dangerous Nager, the dangerous Boyer both on the floor. Nager already signed with Drury University, the Division II powerhouse. Boyer weighing offers. Boyer takes the shot, hits every part of the rim. And they're going to say there was a push, and they're going to call it on Steelville. And that's going to be number 33. That is Josh Ernie getting a little too involved, I guess, underneath the basket. Steelville fans not really delighted with that development. That's going to get a couple players off the bench for the Cardinals. Among them, Preston Leffler. Nager can't get that to fall, but he's fouled. The aforementioned Leffler just checked in, is guilty of that infraction. So with 7:38 to go in the first half, Nager already has 7 points. He's going to the line looking for 2 more.
This is the first time I've ever had this. Can you tell whoever owns a Chevy Cruze plate BC4BOX to come here, come move their car from the driveway before it gets towed? How about that?
Well, Angel Watson, we'll do our best to accommodate you.
Interesting.
Some plaudits coming in for Chase Cottrell on the Facebook's feeds. Nager with both. Cottrell looking good early. 5 points there in the first half to lead the Cardinals.
Little 1-3-1 token pressure here in the three-quarter court.
Chase Martin has checked in for Michael Bollinger for St. Pius X. So no sign of Josh Rubel yet, and look for that to be a subplot here in this game going forward. Diaz a little crossover, but gives it up. Cardinals taking their time, probing this defense. Boyer, rejection by Boyer on Riley maybe, but the ball comes back to the Cardinals. They cannot get the lay-in to fall. Mason Lorraine's shot was left wanting. Ball tipped away, stays with St. Pius. And with 6:54 to go in the first half, 16-11. Only points of the quarter so far, a pair of free throws from the senior Nager for St. Pius X. Pace is slowing down just a little bit, Coach Blair.
Yeah, I think that's going to be kind of see that in the first quarter, especially the district championship game with it's a lot at stake here, but
Diaz has drawn the defensive assignment on 33, Eli Boyer for St. Pius X. When he gets hot, St. Pius is hard to beat.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Nager, the primary scoring threat. And beautiful dribble, can't get in with the spin move, and then commits the foul, trying to get the rebound. Just a wee bit of gamesmanship afterwards. Senior versus senior. As they say in the league, game recognized game and ball don't lie.
That's exactly
we'll just
right.
get all of them in there at once, get that all out of the way. Nager's going to check out. I believe that's his second. Bollinger checks back in. So it's Cook, Bollinger, Marnin, Boyer, and Nate Rubel on the floor for St. Pius X. For the Cardinals, as they move the ball around, we've got Cottrell and we've got Diaz. Get you a couple other names. Cottrell just seems to be so active. I'm about ready to call him 3 or 4 times. Riley maybe not able to get that to fall. Falls himself. Mason Lorraine is out there, and I believe, Preston Leffler. There's your 5 for the Cardinals. Keep thinking Stanford, Coach Blair.
Yeah, right.
The dangerous Diaz with Cook guarding him. Scores in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah. Way downtown.
Wow. That NBA 3, I believe.
Oh,
no
sure.
good, but a rebound for Diaz on the offensive glass. Jumper, no. He's in there again, though, and Doesn't make it, but he's fouled. So a pair of offensive rebounds. Diaz, the second one, results in a trip to the line. 5:33 to go, 16-11.
I think that's the key. I mean, like I said in our first quarter, I think the offensive rebounding on both sides is going to be a key component in this game. And that was Steelville, that third shot with that possession there. And you can't give a team 3 or 4 chances to score. They're going to find a way to make it.
Riley Blair coming in.
Riley Nager coming in.
I'm sorry.
Riley Blair,
are you going in? Are you going in?
Riley Blair's eligibility probably out a year or two ago. So Nager back in. Here comes St. Pius, and both of those down, so it's an 18-11 contest in favor of Steelville.
We're both still laughing over that.
Yeah. Cook being hounded by Maybe, commits the foul, and that's going to get Mabe, excuse me, I believe it's Mabe.
Yes.
We're getting some instruction online here. That's going to get him to the bench, and that's going to bring Caden Norris back into the contest.
Now it'll be interesting to see who they have to guard Cook here with this.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to.
Looks like it's going to maybe be Norris who just checked in. It is
Number
the left-hander. Will they spread it out, try to give Cook a chance to get to the bucket? Boyer's going to try. Spin move, nothing.
Nice.
Xander Parson has the ball tied up, and it is a jump ball. That is going to be possession to Steelville. Parson has checked in for Nate Rubel. 6'5", 250-pound junior. Norris has that long three-point shot from the left hand.
A little penetration, looking to kick out. They do such a good job of seeing everybody on the floor get to the basket.
Diaz just finds his way to the bucket, doesn't he? Can't score there. They try to tie up. They're going to say Nager walked before he was fouled and gave the ball away. Ball goes to Steelville right now, and right now, Riley Blair, the initiative belongs firmly in the side of the Cardinals.
I agree with that. A team as athletic as the Cardinals are, you cannot give them more than one opportunity to score, and that's been a kind of the difference. It looks like maybe Cardinals might try to go right at Nager here.
Beautiful spin move, doesn't pay off. Norris not able to get that conversion, and immediately down come the Lancers, and down goes a three. Eli Boyer
you get
hits
him
a
hot.
big three, get him hot, and it's going to be a different ball game. It's now a 4-point game, 18-14, and a travel. Chase Cottrell whistled for the travel there. And we've got a timeout. The Cardinals are going to talk it over immediately. Coach John Tolley wants to give it a discussion. We're going to talk about it for just a moment. We'll be right back. This is Livestream STL.
Come visit Bass River Resort for some fun down in the country. Canoeing, rafting, riverfront camping, lodging, horseback riding, hiking and biking trails. Go Cardinals from Bass's River Resort. Give them a call at 1-800-392-3700 or on the web at www.bassresort.com. We are back here. We have an update over at Crystal City. Brentwood 15-10 after the first period.
Crystal City boys, right?
Correct.
Yep. St. Pius X coming down. Three-pointer, last trip down from Eli Boyer. That's going to draw Diaz on his defensive assignment. He was wide open on that attempt. Xander Parson finds the ball, finds a bucket.
All of a sudden, here it's 18-16.
2-point ball game. Little 1-2-2, little 2-1-2, depending on who's moving through. Norris, the left-hander at the top, running things. Boyer goes for a steal, can't get it.
Recover there.
Yeah, it is a good recovery. Nobody made him pay that time. Diaz got a lot of Indiana farm boy in him, doesn't he? Just
yeah,
that's the kind of guy, don't think about it, and then the next chance he gets, he's got 20 on you.
And those pink shoes out there.
Nice, good handles too. Real nice ball player. Cottrell can't get that one to fall. Tipped out by Cardinals, and in comes Michael Bollinger for St. Pius. Xander Parson came in, got a bucket for the Lancers.
It's
He
a big,
checks back out.
big possession here.
Yep.
If you're St. Pius, and Eli Boyler and Cook on the same side here, look like a screen and roll, maybe a kick, a pop, out some up the top of the key. There it is.
There it is. Oh, Boyer. Heat check. Nope. Head move 3. Can't get that one to fall. From the top, had a decent look at it.
Yeah.
That first 3 was about 4 foot past the arc.
Yeah.
Beautiful cut, beautiful find. Diaz and Cottrell firing on all cylinders right now. Cottrell gets the bucket, and a 4-point advantage is restored for the Cardinals.
And the old flex here with the.
And we got another foul here. This one's on Preston Leffler. He tried to tie up a little too much of Caden Cook there, and that's going to be the bonus. With 2:23 to go, maybe Pius can eat a little bit at the line going into the halftime with 2:23 to go.
The free throws are very important at this time of year, I can tell you that.
Yes, you can. More so than many, Riley Blair. First one up, first one is good, and Caden Cook gets himself on the score sheet.
Tell me the last couple of years, especially the last couple of years that we have been covering, Herculaneum with boys and girls, when it comes down to crunch time, sometimes just struggle with that.
Yeah, they struggle with the free throw line. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a key component of postseason play, in my opinion.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
who makes the most layups, who makes the most free throws, usually
Yep.
wins the basketball game.
Right.
Cook's pair makes it back, takes it back to a 2-point contest. Student sections for both squads on their feet in their respective corners. 3 up, 3 is not good. Ball tipped around. Nate Rubel, the defensive end during the fall, comes down with it. Coach Miller calls out a play. Boyer running through a screen.
Running
Nager. Oh, that's going to be a charge, and that is a charge. And back goes Carson, and I believe Nager's just picked up his 3rd. When the shoulder went down, Coach Boyer, they didn't have much choice but to call it,
Oh
did
yeah, oh for sure. Now when he lowered that shoulder, it was no way that they weren't going to give that.
Diaz brings it up, 1:40 to go for the half. 20-18. Cardinals 80 seconds to go here in the half. They're going to take their time. Cottrell, though, takes it in, kicks it out. Diaz 3, Diaz back iron. Hit the top and out. I think they got the shot they wanted there. Cottrell had the defense collapse. They kick out. Diaz, a 3-pointer with a good look, is a good shot for the Cardinals. Just can't get it to fall.
Big possession here for Pius.
Yep.
Take some time here a little bit, maybe get a good look, and worst case scenario, you go down 2 at half.
Cook with
We'll
Norris.
take the lead.
Last minute to play.
They're going to say Eli Boyer was fouled. Mason Lorraine, I believe, picked that one up. He did. Cook dribbled into trouble, but got away with it there. Or Boyer, excuse me. Cook trying to get around Norris. Norris maybe not quite as quick, but certainly has the edge on some size and strength. Boyer, the senior, makes the first. Boyer weighing some college offers, has a visit tomorrow, actually, has a couple visits coming up.
Good.
Might even have a coach or two watching them now. They're going to get a ball player if they get them. He can't get the second one to fall because I always curse the free throw shooter. Ray Halbrook will tell you that's
Yes.
been going on for years.
Oh, goodness.
20-19, 45 seconds to go. Diaz.
You mean well, though.
We judge ourselves by our intentions and others by their actions, is what they say. Cottrell, 38 seconds.
We're interesting to see if Steelville wants to take the last shot here, or
You would think they would at this point. Those quick hands of Bollinger, ball tipped, ball stays with Steelville. And Coach Blair, from a momentum perspective, you probably do want to take the last shot, assure that Pius doesn't have a chance to unlikely enough as it would be, take a lead going into halftime.
Agreed, and I think that's, if you're St. Pius right now, you got to be feeling pretty good if it's 20-19 a half. So
20-19 with Nager in some foul trouble. 15 to go, and yes, the Cardinals are going to go for the last shot. 12, I'll read it off to you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and travel. So with 4.4 to go, does Pius have a play 96 feet to try to get a shot up? Could they take a lead at halftime? It's going to call coast to coast. Cook 3, 2, 1, half court shot, just off, and an action-packed first half results in a 20-19 score. Steelville over St. Pius, 1 seed versus 2 seed. Everything we expected. We'll talk about it at the half. You're watching live stream STL.
We'll be back in just a little bit here, and we're going to go to a small little infomercial about us here at Livestream STL. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Ray Halbrook,
And I'm Michelle Halbrook.
and we're owners of Livestream STL. So you're probably wondering, what is Livestream STL? Well, we are a digital video production. We specialize in live streaming, and we are taking it to the Jefferson County area to cover lots and lots of sporting events this summer and hopefully many years to come.
Our desire is to partner with school districts and communities by showcasing high school games and student athletes during our live broadcasts. This allows family and friends and fans, near and far, as well as potential colleges, universities, and scouts, to see these teams and athletes perform in real time, even if they're not able to attend the game in person.
So what sets us apart from radio or other live stream companies? One thing is multiple cameras. A lot of companies only come in with one camera and maybe one announcer. We come in with up to 9 devices and multiple announcers, and the great part about it is most of our announcers are from the Jefferson County area, so they already know your kids or they're already familiar with your school. Our announcers are passionate about high school sports and have a desire to promote our local athletes and their accomplishments. So that is a plus for your school. We mainly broadcast to Facebook Live for this main thing, to be able to interact with you or family members or folks from all over the world.
So recently we've had some parents contact us and ask how they can help, because they see the value of what we're doing and they have a desire to help us gain momentum and move forward. So here are some of the ways that you can help. We require and depend on sponsorships in order to cover the operating costs and expenses of our broadcast. So this can come in several forms. One form of sponsorship is business and corporate sponsorships. Companies can choose between a variety of sponsorship packages that we have available, and in return they receive advertising during the games with their graphics on the screen, as well as being mentioned during the breaks and during our specialty segments. Another form of sponsorship is through booster clubs. Members of these clubs can collaborate with several donors or help us make connections with reliable donors in the community. Or they can choose to utilize their general funds to help cover the cost of sponsorship. Boosters and donors would be recognized throughout the broadcast. Our final way of sponsorship is just through families and individuals who just believe in what we're doing and they want to give towards the kids. We have the same sponsorship packages available for friends and family. If they wish, they would also be recognized during the broadcast.
So Booster Clubs, we want to partner with you to help highlight your kids. It's our passion to do this. It's our desire to see the Jefferson County area grow in this particular area, because nobody else really is doing it right now in the capacity that we're doing it. So if you're interested in any of these opportunities, give us a call, 314-852-4398, or live stream STL at outlook.com.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Established in 2007 and now under a new remodel, Studio 7 is a full-service salon providing services for your hair, skin, and nails with the friendliest staff in town. Mention this ad for 50% off services from Alicia, Lindsay, Peyton, Tiffany, or Hope. A big shout out from owners and St. Pius alumni Dion and Todd to Caden, Riley, Josh, Nate, Michael, and Eli. Go Lancers! Contact Studio 7 for an appointment today at 636-931-9300. Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers. Come visit Bass River Resort for some fun down in the country. Canoeing, rafting, riverfront camping, lodging, horseback riding, hiking and biking trails. Go Cardinals from Bass's River Resort. Give them a call at 1-800-392-3700 or on the web at www.bassresort.com. Hudson Funeral Home is your hometown compassionate friend in time of need. The Hudson family alumni have been cheering on the Cardinals for over 78 years and are proud of their teams and coaches for their outstanding performance. Go Cards! Check them out at Steelville at 573-775-2911 or in Cuba at 573-885-4747. Brian Waits at Waits Financial Services, your safe money guy for your retirement dollars. Planning on retiring or already retired? Give Brian a call at Waits Financial Services at 314-374-6713 or bwaits at woodburyfinancial.net. Waits Financial Services, bringing a team approach to help your business and family needs for over 28 years.
As your local farmer's agent in Crystal City, Missouri, Caleb Nose helps customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance. Caleb has the knowledge and experience to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business, life insurance, and more. Give the Caleb Nose Agency a call at 636-933-6333 and he'll be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Today's event is brought to you in part by Blue Tiger Media. Whether it's trivia nights, MC duties, DJ services, or commercial voice work, Blue Tiger Media has you covered. Call Jeff Widener today at 314-852-1433 or visit us on Facebook. Blue Tiger Media. You supply the power. We supply the fun.
Yeah, Ray, and I'll say real quick, I really admire what you guys do with this. I think everybody who's ever tuned into one of these, whether it's a Legion game, whether it's a high school baseball game, with basketball, football, whatever it is, I've heard nothing but tremendous feedback about Livestream STL and what you guys do and the quality of production, things like that. I would really encourage anybody who's involved in athletics throughout the county, or really anywhere in the metro area, anybody who's interested in sponsoring activities to get on board and get involved with this. I think it's added a ton to what we do here. It's added a ton to the program. You guys are a class act. You're committed to doing things the right way, and we really appreciate that.
All right, we're back. It's about to be the third quarter.
Yes.
Steelville 20, St. Pius X 19. Matt Schutte, Riley Blair, Ray Halbrook with you. And Riley Blair, a growing subplot, the first one in this game. Josh Rubel hasn't made an appearance yet. Leg injury may keep him out of the contest. Subplot number 2. Riley Nager leads all scorers with 9 points, but he's also got 3 fouls.
Yeah, and I think if you're Steelville here right early in the third quarter, you're going to go right at him and try to get him and pick up his 4th foul. But, Riley's such a smart player. He's not going to draw up anything crazy to draw that 4th foul.
You got quick stats on
I do.
halftime here? Halftime
Leading
stats?
scorer for St. Pius was Riley Nager with 9. Eli Boyer had 6 on the Steelville side as St. Pius 10th brings it in. Chase Cottrell led a balanced effort with 7 points. Tanner Diaz with 6. And it's 2019. Boyer can't get that one to fall. Knocked down, no call. And here comes Steelville. Same starting 5 in for St. Pius. Keep an eye on Nager. Do they try a post play? Not yet. Not yet. He's floating in the middle. Coach Miller, no doubt, designed some defense to minimize the risk.
Ooh.
This time it's Nate Rubel gets in after it, and it's a jump ball. Certainly no hesitation from Nager to hit the floor there, Coach Blair.
No, and that's this kind of player he is. I mean, he's going to hustle and get out on the floor, try to get a jump ball to help out his team at any point.
Here come the Cardinals. They're going to slow it up a little bit. Diaz has Cook on him. Figure they'll find Diaz or Cottrell here in a moment. Steelville looking to shorten the game here a little bit. Run some clock. Diaz draws 4. Kick out 3. Rims out. That was Norris, not able to get that to fall. Here comes Cook. Boyer 3. Release. Rotation. Flash! Big bucket for Eli Boyer. And that 3 gives St. Pius X a 22-20 lead.
That's their first lead since 2-0 to begin the game.
There's a push. Who do they have here? They're going to get, it looks like, Nate Rubel.
So I thought at 23, I think it's
Yep, Nate Rubel, the sophomore, draws that foul. 22-20, 6:36 to go in the third quarter. St. Pius X with a 2-point advantage. A lot of game left to go.
Absolutely.
Diaz can put the ball on the floor with either hand. He's not afraid to distribute. He's a nice player.
Very good.
He has been fun to watch so far. So's Cottrell. And this team, just the way they execute, much like we saw in the women's game, but in the girls' game before this, strong execution, fundamentally sound.
Very fundamental.
Yeah.
That's the key. I think that's the important thing.
And unlike the girls' team, a lot of seniors. Diaz, one of them, can't get that to fall. Ball comes out. Nager tracked down the ball and is fouled by Diaz. So Diaz picks up a foul. I don't believe he's in any sort of foul trouble. No. I don't know that Steelville's got maybe anybody besides Mabe with a couple. He's all over Cook right now. No call. Cook drives, lays it up. They're going to say that one was on the floor. A lot of players with a few fouls for Steelville, but nobody in real trouble. This time it is Josh Erning picking that one up. Erning with a pair of points in the first half. Nager, elbow. Good. Riley Blair, what kind of players Drury University getting there?
Oh boy, he's a special kid. I mean, tell you what, he's a special player. And what a great kid he is. I mean, if you didn't know anything about him, he's very supportive of all the local teams here. I mean,
yeah.
One of his best friends, John White from R7, probably sitting in the stands over there with with his other white jersey on.
Right.
I'm sure.
And Mike was supposed to join us in the pregame, and
Right.
he texted up here, said, I can't leave, I'm going to lose my seat. And if you look around, that's certainly true. There's not a seat to be had in this gym. 24-20. Up and no good. One and done. Nope, not one and done. Steelville works their way into an offensive rebound. Cutting to the basket. No good. Rebound again to Steelville. They can't get it to fall again. Cook eventually comes away with it. Helter-skelter action. Bollinger finds Boyer. Bucket!
And the foul!
4:58 to go. Momentum securely on the side of St. Pius X. And we're going to have Steelville take a timeout to talk it over. 26-20, 4:58 to go here in the third quarter. You're watching Live Stream STL.
Established in 2007 and now under a new remodel, Studio 7 is a full-service salon providing services for your hair, skin, and nails with the friendliest staff in town. Mention this ad for 50% off services from Alicia, Lindsay, Peyton, Tiffany, or Hope. A big shout out from owners and St. Pius alumni Dion and Todd to Caden, Riley, Josh, Nate, Michael, and Eli. Go Lancers! Contact Studio 7 for an appointment today at 636-931-9300.
We are back at Herculaneum High School, Class 3 Region 3 championship game on the boys' side. St. Pius X has come out firing here to start the third quarter. What was a 20-19 deficit is now a 26-20 advantage. Eli Boyer going to the line to try to finish a three-point play. 4:58 to go here in the third quarter. So far, St. Pius X has avoided Nager picking up foul number 4. Boyer finishes that one off. Coaches, if you're out there watching, sign this kid now before somebody else gets him out from under you.
Yeah, he's a great player, Tim. Just so smooth with the ball in his hand. I mean, he really does a good job of just being smooth and very natural.
Great summer with Arsenal Hoops here in St. Louis. Really helped elevate his game. Diaz drives, foul on the floor. That's Cook. Cook picks up a foul. I'm not sure. We might have 2, might have 3 on him. We're going to find out for sure. We've got an insider checking out the scoreboard for us. So with 4:38 to go, Cook picks up the foul. That should have been, oh, nope. Wedged ball.
That's the second time
Yep.
in this tournament that's happened. How about that? Right?
Hashtag Herky rims.
Yeah, absolutely. Trust me, we know very well.
27-20, 4:34 to go in the first. Jeff Leitner, we'll do our best, partner. Oh.
What's going on here?
Ball, well, it was jump ball. So they're trying to determine, and maybe they hadn't switched the
Possession arrow.
arrow. That's exactly right.
Yep.
Steelville down 7, but Steelville awfully experienced and awfully successful this year. You figure they're not going away either.
They're very senior heavy, and
Yep.
that's the key component there.
Rubel's shot rims out, and ball tipped away. Ends up with Diaz. Seems like that always happens.
Yeah.
He finds a way to get the ball.
Yeah, he gets to the lane. Layup. Acrobatic is good. Extra points for the Thorn there. Diaz gets that to fall. I don't know where he's playing next year, but somebody needs to get him if they haven't already. Caden Cook answers with a drive and a bucket. He's got 4,
And a
then he gets a
steal.
steal. Cook finds Bollinger. That's going to be a block. Diaz a little surprised. Thought he had position. Maybe a 50-50 ball there.
Yep.
A lot of those charge calls are 50-50. I
Yep.
mean, really, it's a whatever you think you can call it. You may be 50% right, 50% wrong.
Right.
So
I was told that Diaz is not decided yet. And Steelville fans, quote me if I'm wrong there.
Yeah, a guy that can score like that will find a place to play.
boy, if you're out there and you're watching this game, boy, you get that guy up. That's for sure.
When I was at Webster University 15 years ago, they had a player named Jeff Reese. Reminds me a lot of this guy. Just always found a way to score. Bollinger can't get the second, and it's 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. 30-22. That's going to be a blocking foul on Eli Boyer. Tried to seal the lane, didn't get there quite in time. The senior from St. Pius picks up the foul. That's going to be a ball under the basket for the Cardinals. 30-22. St. Pius the 10th with an 8-point advantage after being down 1 to start the third. Keep your eye on Cottrell and Diaz.
Take the lane there.
Yep.
Nothing going. Good defense here.
Norris not hesitant to put up the 3 with that left-handed shot. Diaz with Cook hounding him. Bollinger tries to get to him. Diaz,
nice pass.
He does it again.
Beautiful pass by Diaz there.
Diaz gets the ball in there. Another bucket. 30-24. 6-point game. Yeah, he can distribute the ball as well as score. He can put the ball on the floor with both hands. Bollinger can't get the reverse to fall. And then, and here's that word again, exacerbates the air with a foul 96 feet away from the other end. Yep. That's going to get him out of the game. Xander Parson checks in, the 6'5", 250 junior. Michael Bollinger frustrated on the sideline. St. Pius X will need him to keep going if they're going to have a chance tonight. Diaz jump shot. Bank, didn't call bank, doesn't go down. Boyer with the rebound. I'm a firm believer you got to call the bank to get it to go in. Cook finds Nate Rubel. Nate Rubel loses the handle, ties it up with Diaz. That should be a possession for the Cardinals, and it is. 2:43 to go, 30-24. I bet we're going to have at least, I'm going to call 2 more lead changes, minimum, before this one's over.
You're probably right here.
Yep. 2:40 to go, 30-24.
It's a big possession if you're Steelville here. You gotta find a way to get the ball right to Diaz's hands for a three.
Oh boy, that's
a miss, short.
That's a nice looking jumper.
Nice
it falls
save.
out, but a beautiful save. Norris there, hustle points. Diaz clears out Boyer, lays it up, and in. He can do that with both hands. Diaz heating up here in the second half. Cook would like to answer. Norris on him. Nager gets the ball, draws the double team, kick out.
I like that Cook is keeping him busy.
Yep.
I do. I like that Cook is doing that.
Air ball.
But so what? He is keeping him busy enough to know that he's got to get back on defense.
Bollinger checks back in. Nate Rubel takes a seat for St. Pius X. Norris, Cottrell, Diaz, Leffler, and Lorraine out there for Steelville. 2 minutes to go. They're down 4.
I think that Diaz is going to touch the ball to get a shot off here.
Boy.
Nice pass.
Norris, the lefty, looks for Diaz, finds him. He's got Cook on him. Minute 45 to go. They calls out a new play. Screen right. 3 is up. 3 is down.
Good.
And that is Cottrell again. He's got 5 in the half, and it's a 1-point game, 30-29. 90 seconds to go in the third.
Like I said earlier in the game, it's going to come down to who makes the last little run there.
Carson puts it on the floor. They're going to call him for a travel.
Ouch.
Quick substitutions coming from Chris Miller. Nate Rubel got a breather. Now he's out. Xander Parsons sits back down. Miller working with him. And the life of a coach, Riley Blair.
Yeah.
He knows he needs Marnin next year.
Oh, yeah.
And this senior-laden group heads out. He's got to find some replacement scoring and leadership and post play. Diaz can't get that 3 to fall. He hasn't had much success from outside. He's certainly done his share of damage attacking the rim. And with 55 seconds to go, they're going to say there was a foul on the floor. That's going to be Mason Lorraine charged with a foul on Nager. Not yet in the bonus, so that ball's underneath. In comes Mabe, out goes Norris.
Looks like we got an update from Crystal City. It's 38-38 with 3:40 left in the third.
They're at loggerheads there in Crystal City. Turnover off the hands of Nager. Here comes Steelville. They take it in, take it down, and the lead is back. That was Leffler.
You called that there, Mr. Schutte.
There's lead change 1, 38 seconds to go. Boyer finds Bollinger, double team, finds Rubel. "25 seconds to go. Cook likes what he sees with Mabe, gets it to fall, and the lead is back. Seesaw action, 32-31. 15 seconds to go. 12, 11, 10, 8, 5. Big three. Buries it at the horn. Big three, and who else but Cottrell? His second three. 34-32. Steelville with a 2-point advantage. They survived the onslaught from St. Pius X. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back to Live Stream STL.
Hudson Funeral Home is your hometown compassionate friend in time of need. The Hudson family alumni have been cheering on the Cardinals for over 78 years and are proud of their teams and coaches for their outstanding performance. Go Cards! Check them out at Steelville at 573-775-2911 or in Cuba at 573-885-4747. Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
We are back at Herculaneum High School. What looks to be a barn burner of a fourth quarter, 34-32. Steelville over St. Pius X, Class 3, District 3 Regional Championship on the line. Nager fall away corner jumper, no good. One and done for St. Pius. And the Cardinals come up with a 2-point lead.
Interesting to see if what Steelville does here, if they kind of take a little clock off and then try to run some clock and get for an easy layup.
They're going to shorten the game, try to coax an error out of the Lancer defense and get to the bucket for an easy one. Cottrell with 15, leading all scorers. Boyer with 12, Nager with 11 for St. Pius X. Diaz with 10 for the Cardinals. Nager, fortunate, honestly, to not get called for a leg whip there. Instead, it's ball off his leg and out of bounds. Diaz pleading for a blocking foul. No joy there. 7:07 to go, 34-32. This one might not get into the 50s.
Yeah,
in fact, mid-40s probably the top. 48 points probably wins this one.
Yeah, we thought about
Cook
that.
steals it off of Diaz.
We thought about that about the first game, too.
Cook took a blow to the face there in trying to get to the ball. Oh, turned it over. Oh, and then a couple of errors there. And the charge. That's probably 3 on Cook. We think. We don't have access to the scoreboard from where we're sitting.
That is number 3 on Cook.
Yep, that's 3 on Cook. Bollinger checks out. Marnin in probably for a brief moment here for St. Pius X. 6:45 to go in the game. 2-point lead. We've got a timeout. And we've got Caden Cook is bleeding. Yep. And per State High School Association rules, he comes out of the game. They're going to give I believe, Coach, tell us, does he get a moment there, or do they have to take him out and continue play?
Well, they usually give you 30 seconds, but unless they've changed that now, usually most officials in a game like this, they usually give you 30 seconds, but it looks like he had a little bit more than that.
Chris Miller asking for an explanation about that. Got it, is shrugs. Not easy to talk the officials into much of anything.
No, usually most times they'll give you a 30 second. I don't think there's a set time, but most officials will give you a little bit of a few seconds to get it off if it's not something that takes a little bit of time.
Right.
Looks like Steelville's going to pull it out here, run some clock, you know. And at this point,
6:18.
Well, they're trying to set something up.
Diaz over the outstretched arms of Nager, and then he talks a little bit to Nager. Diaz with 12, a 4-point advantage for Steelville. Nager handling the ball now, has it tipped away. That is a ball tipped out of bounds. I think Miller was trying to call a timeout, got the timeout before the ball went. 5:55 to go, 4-point game. We'll be back. This is Live Stream STL.
Brian Waits at Waits Financial Services, your safe money guy for your retirement dollars. Planning on retiring or already retired? Give Brian a call at Waits Financial Services at 314-374-6713 or bwaits at woodburyfinancial.net. Waits Financial Services, bringing a team approach to help your business and family needs for over 28 years. Come visit Bass River Resort for some fun down in the country. Canoeing, rafting, riverfront camping, lodging, horseback riding, hiking and biking trails. Go Cardinals from Bass's River Resort. Give them a call at 1-800-392-3700 or on the web at www.bassresort.com.
We are back at Herculaneum High School. 5:55 to go, 36-32. St. Pius X down 4, but with the ball. Caden Cook cleaned up and back in for St. Pius X. Momentum has shifted firmly back to Steelville at this point. Predictably enough, led by Diaz and Cottrell. Cook has Mabe back on him. They get it into Nager in the post, harassed, kick out 3. Cook is short, and here comes Diaz, and here comes Cook to find him, can't get to him, bucket. Diaz with the run out. 38-32, St. Pius is down now. Steelville with the advantage.
With your Pius here, you know, I think Nager's got to find a way to fetch the ball here and get a look.
Experienced enough team, well enough coach, they know they can't get it all back on one possession.
No.
Good find, Cook in the post. Kick out, Bollinger will try a 3 and buries it. Big 3 for Michael Bollinger, his first field goal, and it's now a 3-point game. Might that be the momentum term as we get to 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Regional championship on the line. Diaz with the ball, Cook on him.
38-35, 4:40 left here in this one.
Tight game, fun game to watch, unless you're maybe a parent of one of these youngsters. Oh, Mabe, he draws some blood. He's got 4, excuse me.
We might get to 50, maybe.
Maybe. It is starting to pick up just a little bit. Bollinger thought about it. Instead, he throws it away. And Cottrell jumped the passing lane. They tried to get it into Nager, which is a good instinct most of the time. But Cottrell tracks that down athletically. And it's 40-35. 4:12, 4:10 to go. Cook hounding Diaz, and you figure the defensive pressure is going to pick up for St. Pius.
You have to at this point.
Yep.
Down 5.
They're going to have to, a little bit of gambling. They gambled there by leaving Diaz alone. He stepped out of bounds on that drive. Turnover, Steelville, 3:55 to go, 40-35.
Start of the fourth quarter at Crystal City, Brentwood 45, Crystal 44.
How about that? Barn burner over there, too.
Barn burners everywhere in the county. Who knows, maybe even some of these games will get reported in the leader this week.
How about that?
This is a big possession if you're Pius.
Huge
you know,
possession.
You got to get a bucket, you know, and then the big defensive stop if you're.
All the way. Bollinger, they're pleading for a touch. They're not going to get it. Ball went out of bounds. Pius pleading that the ball was tipped, but instead the ball goes to Steelville.
That was a tough position for both officials really to call that and see, because both of them were being blocked by the players.
Cook's bloodied nose has a little bit of stuffing in it. 3:24 to go, and Pius is going to have to start taking some chances defensively. Rubel gets a hand on the ball there. And they get away with one there. Ernie not able to finish a bunny under the basket.
That one could come back to haunt him there.
Boyer has Diaz on him. Cook with Mabe. Nager has it tipped away again. Cottrell is jumping that pass. They cannot lob over him.
Yeah, that's good defense there by Steelville.
Yep, very good defense. And then Cottrell tripped. Cook got away with it. Ball ends up with Steelville. Cottrell spin move in the lane. Bucket. He's got 17 and a 7-point advantage. Bollinger took a shot to the, looks like a sensitive area.
Yeah.
Now the Cardinals going to try to stretch out the defense, a little token pressure on the ball handler Cook. 7-point game, 2:33 to go. Where's the scoring going to come from? Boyer with a monster 3 in the third quarter, or early in the fourth. They're going to need him to have 1 or 2 more good looks at it. Cook crossover find deep, and Bollinger cannot get the bucket to fall, but he is going to go to the free throw line for a pair. What are you seeing out there, Coach? What do they need to do?
You know, I think at this point, Riley Nager's got to touch the ball. Him and Boyer's got to touch the ball every possession down the floor. He's running that basic flex screens across the bottom, and they're getting some good looks out of it. But I think that there's going to be composed here and get a good look every time. But more importantly, on the defensive end, you got to get a defensive stop.
Bollinger's first one is good. His second one also falls. That makes it 42-37, 5-point game, still plenty of time, 2:11 to go, 2:09 to go. Ooh. Nager took a spill, he's back up. Diaz crosses over Cook going for the steal. Cottrell brings it out, they're gonna try to run it down.
Oh yeah.
St. Pius gonna have to pick up a foul. Triple team out there. They're not going to take a distance shot. However, Diaz will take a 6-footer. Doesn't get it to fall. Nager fouled. Mabe with a reach in. Not the smartest play right there. However, they do decide to gamble a little bit. 5-point lead, minute 43 to go.
Go to the free throw line with the clock stopped.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Best case scenario really for St. Pius right here. Nager 2 big free throws coming up.
Got to make the first one.
Yep. First one up, first one good.
Ice in his veins.
Nager goes to 12. Tied with Boyer for the team lead. It was Bollinger hit the big 3 earlier here in the quarter for St. Pius. Boyer yet to enter the stat book here in the fourth, but you figure him to still be a factor. Chris Miller wants to talk about it with his team. Minute 43 to go, 42-39. Steelville over St. Pius in an instant classic. You're watching live stream STL.
Established in 2007 and now under a new remodel, Studio 7 is a full-service salon providing services for your hair, skin, and nails with the friendliest staff in town. Mention this ad for 50% off services from Alicia, Lindsay, Peyton, Tiffany, or Hope. A big shout out from owners and St. Pius alumni Dion and Todd to Caden, Riley, Josh, Nate, Michael, and Eli. Go Lancers! Contact Studio 7 for an appointment today at 636-931-9300.
There we go. Minute 43 to go. 42-39 Steelville over St. Pius X. Region 3, District 3 action for you. The championship for the regional on the line. Some full court pressure being applied by Pius, down 3. Nager has successfully navigated with 3 fouls, finds Boyer after the steal. Boyer takes it in, Boyer, count it. That's good. The layup is good for Boyer. 42-41, minute 24 to go. You probably don't want to foul Diaz. I'd imagine he can shoot it from the free throw line, and he's going to have the ball most of the time here. Can they coax him into an error? Can they get it to somebody that'll easily gets it down low? He kicks it back out, and they find Diaz again. Smart basketball here from Steelville. But they turn it over. It bounced off Mabe's hands. Here comes Cook. Diaz on him. Count it. The bucket's good. 43-42. Caden Cook gives St. Pius the lead. 50 seconds to go. But here comes Diaz. Count that basket. It's seesaw action here. Here comes Cook. 43 seconds to go. Down 1.
What a ball game here.
44, 43, 37 seconds to go. Where is
You got
Nager?
a mismatch on Riley Nager right now. You got a mismatch.
But that is Cottrell, who has done all right with them. Nager out at the top of the key. Cottrell on him. Can Nager find some room? Timeout. Chris Miller. 20 seconds to go. 44 Steelville. 43 St. Pius X. We're going to keep it right here. What an atmosphere for high school basketball.
Goodness.
This gym is packed. I think about everybody in the gym is standing at this point. And, I mean, what else would you want to ask for? 44-43 ball game.
We want to let you know that we are planning on covering the next round, and the next round here is Wednesday. And Wednesday, we'll have a 6 o'clock for Class 3 girls, 7:30 for Class 3 boys out of Missouri S&T. Give us a call if you're interested in sponsoring. For anybody any of the businesses that are interested in helping us being able to cover that, we are going to have to turn that around quick. Give us a call, 314-852-4398, or live stream stloutlook.com. And I'll tell you, I already had businesses contact me here that are already here. I noticed that I heard the Bass family. Boy, we missed it. Well, you didn't miss it. It's right here.
That's right.
So let us bring it to you, and it's going to get loud here, folks.
Yep.
So here we go.
Every single person in the gym is at their feet.
Almost everybody. That's exactly right. 20.1 seconds to go.
This is what high school basketball should be like right here. I mean, what an atmosphere.
Standing room only in the gym. 44-43, Steelville with a 1-point advantage. St. Pius X, however, has the ball. I believe we're in the bonus if you're St. Pius.
If you're a basketball fan, you want to stay tuned here for the last 20 seconds.
Nate Rubel inbounds to Caden Cook. Senior Cook, senior Boyer, senior Nager all on the floor, along with the junior Bollinger and the sophomore Rubel. Bollinger goes to the lane, drives underneath, gets it to fall. 6 seconds to go. Here comes Steelville. Diaz stumbling, bumbling, fumbling, finds underneath, no good, no basket.
I don't know. None of these officials have made a call.
None of the officials have made a call. We've got students on the floor. The officials are chatting. I don't believe it counted, Riley.
It's very close here. I don't know what this is about, but
I'm going to tell you right now, it shouldn't have counted.
No basket! St. Pius.
Holy cow!
25-44.
Wow, what a basketball game. What a finish, and the fans have come alive. Wow.
I got to say, gentlemen,
wow.
It looked like the ball got to Josh Ernie, but it was hit his hands as time expired, and he was not able to get it off before the clock was out.
Boy, oh boy, what a basketball finish, and man, you've got a feel for Steelville. Unbelievable basketball game. But you can't take your hat at any one of these kids. Wow.
Absolutely.
Both teams absolutely play their hearts out. What a contest. Ray, there's going to be a lot of people watching the last 10 seconds of your feed.
Oh my gosh. I looked up when the shot went up, and it was already at 0. But there was probably at least a half a second after.
From my eyes, there's no question the shot did not count.
From my angle here, I was trying to watch the hand and the clock, but I mean it was very close. That's for darn sure.
My point of view with the scoreboard in the background, Riley Blair, was that the ball hit the hands as the clock hit 0.
Yep.
That's what
What
it
a
looked like.
heartbreaker for Steelville.
What a game.
But what a story of stick-to-itiveness for
Yep.
St. Pius X. You
And I'll
tip
tell
your
you,
cap to Steelville. What a team.
Yes, absolutely.
What a group of players.
Nothing at all to be ashamed of. What a heck of a game.
Boy, oh boy, what a ball game. What a ball game.
Yeah, here Tanner Diaz out to talk to John Roop, the athletic director here
Right.
at Herky, thanking him.
Right. So I got to turn my screen back over here, my camera back over here.
What a great game from both teams. Cottrell finished with 17 points, Diaz with 16.
Yep.
Sensational contest. You got some young men here that are going to be able to play at the next level and really
Absolutely.
equip themselves well.
Absolutely.
But right now the night belongs to St. Pius X.
Sure does.
The Lancers come away with a 45-44 victory.
Wow. Shocker.
Back-to-back 20-win seasons.
Yep.
Last year, the mountain they couldn't climb. They couldn't get that district title.
Wow.
Check that one off the mark for Coach Chris Miller in his first year. And I see out here in the crowd Ray Halbrook and Riley Blair. There's Eric Lawrence, former coach for St. Pius X, now the athletic director at at Bayless High School.
And there he goes over there to that group. I mean, you got to think he's super proud of those kids.
And
I
he's
mean,
delighted for such a big group of seniors and such a vital role he played in their development. The hours and hours spent with Eric Lawrence's father and Riley Nager in the gym in the summer when nobody else is watching, working on that turnaround jumper we saw, working on the footwork.
Well, you got to see Eric Lawrence out there a little
Eric
bit emotional.
Lawrence is getting a little verklempt out there. And that's great. What a sensational basketball game. And folks, when you watch live stream STL, that's the action you're going to get. So you never know with high school basketball what you're getting. Ray Halbrook is down at the shootout, the Jefferson shootout in December. Festus and St. Pius X. Didn't think it was that much of a game. Double overtime, sensational contest down there. Took last-second shots from both teams. What a contest that was. That's what we provide for you. So sponsors, if you're out there, sectional basketball's coming up. The stakes are higher. The emotion is higher. People are watching. They want to attach what you do to what's going on with the game. Think about a sponsorship for Ray.
Absolutely. Yeah, and above us right now, if you really enjoyed this game, help us out here. Donate to Livestream STL on Facebook. Basically, you're going to jump right out of this stream. You're going to scroll down a little bit till you see our donate post. We're only asking for $5 tonight, but that was worth more than $5, I felt.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I'm gonna throw this up here. Steelville Booster Club, you guys are top notch. And you have helped us throughout this entire tournament, and we want to say thank you. Zach Bones says, hey, well, you know what? No. I don't know what's
That was just awesome to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And as before we pop out of here too, I want to say thanks to John Roop over here, the athletic director. He had a major job to do to squeeze all these people in here. We had to give up a couple camera spots. And so we're okay with that. We're okay with that, and we appreciate John Roop, the folks here at my alma mater here, Herculaneum High School, and proud of what we were able to bring to you guys. And again, we're going to pop this number up here real quick, 314-852-4398 or livestream STL@outlook.com. Sponsor with us if you're interested in helping us out at Missouri S&T. Our games, again, will be Wednesday. And we already know the matchup between the girls. It's going to be the Licking Lady Wildcats and the Steelville Lady Cardinals. That'll be at 6 o'clock on Wednesday out at Missouri S&T. And the St. Pius Lancers. I can't say that I'm a little shocked. I can't say. I really thought Steelville was going to come out here both. My son, who's not a basketball player, he's running our main camera up here. He said I'm gonna call at halftime. He texted me over. He says I'm gonna call a St. Pius shocker. And I was like, unbelievable. And he started going back. He's like, I should have bet on this game. We don't do that here, but you know what I mean. But
it looks like it's right now St. James and Ava 47-45. St. James in the fourth quarter.
There's another one. There's another. And St. James.
Yeah,
St. James. They got a heck of a team. We covered them last sectionals too. So. Brentwood 57-53 with 17 seconds to go. I'm getting a lot of things, so we're gonna stick on here for just a few minutes. do us a huge favor. Just like and share again, but maybe post your thoughts. Steelville, hey, one heck of a season, and again, thank you so very much. St. Pius, we got to step up here now. We're serious now. We're serious,
Yep.
and it takes. It's going to take. I said serious, and Siri just opened up my phone. How about that, guys? But if you're we're looking for some sponsors. We're going to have to turn this around pretty quick, So again, give us a call 314-852-4398. Live stream STLLF.com. Donate upstairs, right above my head, and one heck of a game for the ages. It's always St. Pius. What is it, right?
They got to make it interesting. So
Give us your call on the football game against Caruthersville.
the heartbreak.
The heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
It was a heartbreaker for St. Pius.
Yes,
okay?
it was.
But it was one heck of a game.
Josh Rubel with the 2-point conversion they thought was going to win it, and then a long play from Caruthersville to take the momentum away and eventually take the lead. So,
right.
A lot of excitement with the team.
There was something like 18 points scored in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was nuts
something
down
like that?
there.
Crazy.
So that's what we get.
Yeah.
But, in here, again, really impressed with Steelville with what we saw with them. Some nice players there, some players coming back as well, but some good, talented seniors. Obviously disappointed in this outcome, but a season to be proud of down the road. And Coach, you know how that is. It's hard to be pleased with the season right after it ends, but something hopefully they'll look back upon and remember fondly. Then if you look over at the St. Pius, the 10th side, Michael Bollinger, the junior, not even going to be, honestly, one of your top 4 options to score with everybody on the floor, but he's hurt early in the season, hurt during the football season, hurt early in the basketball season, worked his tail off to get the weight off, and come back from the knee injury, worked his way back into the rotation, alternating with Nate Rubel, and yes, had a couple turnovers there, but worked with Coach. Coach put his arm around him, said, let's get you back in there. A couple times we saw that up here. A good coaching job. Both teams, I thought, good coaching job. But I got to tell you, when Diaz came down and hit that little runner there, just easy as you please, I thought, boy, it's going to be tough for St. Pius to top that. But whatever Chris Miller drew up, and maybe he'll give you credit for it. He'll say something you drew up for him.
It was a Riley Blair play.
So,
him and I had dinner tonight before this game, and I talked a little bit about it. I said, hey, you got some this game could come down to the wire, and you got to have something in your back pocket. And as coaches, you always have a play that you got set up in your back pocket to come up with. And I don't think anybody in the gym expected Michael Bollinger to get that ball last second.
I'm so happy for him. What a
kid.
Great family, great young man, bright future ahead of him, and what this will do for his confidence and what it does for the team's confidence. Nager fights off foul trouble throughout the second half. Boyer has a good game, doesn't really get the 3-ball working so well, hits a big 3, sure, but doesn't even hit his full potential. So they're winning games and they're still playing at 70, 80%. They got a chance to really, if they run into somebody and they're playing at pretty much all 8 cylinders, they're going to be really tough to beat. So exciting times ahead for the Lancers. It's really something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
And I got to say that last play there at the game, everybody in the gym is probably thinking Nager's going to get the basketball or Cook or maybe a kick out to Boyer from the 3. So I think, that was a smart move to try to attack the basket and try to maybe draw a foul and get the bucket. And what a great play and what a great finish by Michael Bollinger there. That's just what it's a high school basketball game that should be about and how it should finish. And pretty impressive.
You've got a Fowler update there, so probably for Crystal City, we want to see what
59-53 Brentwood as the final.
59-53. So Crystal's girls go, they move on. Crystal's boys fall tonight, and Brentwood will be moving on there. So and again, so we already know the matchups here. The Steelville girls move on 6 o'clock Wednesday at S&T out at Rolla. St. Pius boys move on to S&T at 7:30, I believe, or 7:45 if I remember even. And that will be the matchups here next week, next Wednesday. And
looks like Ava upset St. James 66-58.
66-58. So
St. Pius will take on Ava.
Yeah, that's where it is.
And that's down in Rolla.
That is at Rolla
on Wednesday.
Right. Absolutely. So there you go, and you screwed that up. But wow, what a game again! I'm still kind of, everybody's just like, this is such a shocker.
I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna. You know what? I'm probably going to pick up something bad for me to eat on the way home. And then I'm going to watch probably just that last 90 seconds. Like we said earlier, I don't think there's any question, Coach Blair, that right there's no basket. We'll go back and check out the film.
Yep.
But
I 100% agree.
Well, President Jim Lane from St. Pius X here in front of us, and what a great night for him to see this. But it's one of those games that you hate to see either team win. They both really poured their heart and the emotion from these poor Steelville players, but they got nothing to hang their head about.
What a great season. What a great career for those seniors. And these kind of games are really tough as a coach when you have to go down to that locker room. And this is where, I talk about it a lot, when coaching girls, but then, when you go down there, you got to tell these kids the understanding of what it's like to be, there's going to be a lot of situations in your life where you're going to have to come down to something like that. And this is a teaching moment for these kids, but more importantly, an experience that they'll never forget, and for the rest of their lives.
So we've got a question. Will Matt Schutte be on the call?
Who's asking?
Wednesday night. That's probably Mr. Whitener.
Mr. Whitener. You know what? No, Matt Schutte will not be on the call. Because Matt Schutte, as much as he loves doing this, Ray Halbrook, also has parent responsibilities. And Wednesday night, I've got my daughter. We've got practice, and I'm
soccer
getting her
time.
to it.
Yeah, it is soccer time.
It is. I'm going to be whoever you get down there.
Yep.
I'm going to be cheering and watching and probably.
Well, and I can't get Dan Boyer to come out here either because his boy's playing. So it's
Dan
going to be
have a heart attack on the microphone. So
we'll see. I might see if I can get a Jason Jarvis, Riley Blair tandem. How about
Jason
that?
Jarvis, Riley Blair might finally break the internet.
Ouch! How about that?
The internet could literally explode.
That'd be great.
I'm sure Jason is listening out there, and that's a challenge, Coach.
Can you get out there by 6? That's going to be the question.
Personally, a Riley, Chris Miller, Jason Jarvis podcast will revolutionize broadcast here in Jefferson County.
Right. There it is. Well, final score, 45-44. St. Pius takes down the Steelville Cardinals. For Ray Halbrook, Matt Schutte, Riley Blair, Caleb Halbrook, even my camera guy that called the game. How about that? He's like, I'm calling an upset. So all of us here at Live Stream STL, thank you again, Steelville. We'll catch you at 6 o'clock on the S&T game for girls. And again,
Jarvis says he's in.
Jarvis says he's in.
Jarvis says he's in.
All right, there it is.
There we
How
go.
about that?
There we go.
So all of us here at Live Stream STL, we're going to say so long. Again, thank you so much for watching. Donate to us at Live Stream STL right above here. Think about that. Have a wonderful evening. And again, what one heck of a game.
Yes, it was.
We'll see you guys next Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Have a great night.
Adios.